Hello everybody, my name is Tim Alfredo and welcome to another edition of Chat Desk Unplugged right here on Mindcast TV, a show that promotes English language learning and education in Mozambique. Some people chase their dreams on the football field. Others find their calling on the balcony with a textbook and a cousin. But what happens when a former football player changed the game, finds his dream as an English teacher? That's what we're going to find out today on this episode of Chat Desk Unplugged, where we unplug the ordinary and dive into the inspiring story of Mr. Osvaldo Valentin MAZIVILA, an English teacher, a community educator, businessman, and once a football player. Welcome to the show, Mr. Osvaldo.
Okay, many thanks. My name is, as you said, it's Osvaldo Valentin MAZIVILA. I'm cheerful to be here with you with these wonderful programs, Chat Desk Unplugged.
Well, Osvaldo, take us back to that balcony moment with your cousin. What made those study sessions so interesting?
Well, I do believe that everything starts in a balcony with my cousin, and we used it to start together. And suddenly he tried to to invite other people to join us, to join with us in this case, to start to learn that wonderful language. And it was interesting for me because I saw that English sometimes can help me to do more than I can imagine in my mind. And I start to get motivated or to love this language because I start with, let's say, with some women around the balcony, and they succeed to speak very well than me. And I took decision to start this language, to start or to get more, okay, so that I can practice more my language and to know what exactly they said. So it was a challenge to me because make me motivate to give my best, you see.
Good.
So I think everything started there because I saw some women speaking better than me. And I said, wow, what is possible? Which is the secret? So, and I go deep on the language so that they can bring a great English speaker.
Right,
so
right.
Everything start there, you see.
And today you became an English teacher. Is your cousin still actively involved with English like you?
My cousin get me motivated. You know why? Because he started to learn that language before me. Okay. You see, and he, I can say he is my role model.
Okay, I see that.
One day of that, I tried to give up, you see. But I said, no, I cannot give up because I want to be like him, you see. And he gave me a more secret, to go, let's say, deep to know how I can express, you see. So I think I can... So I can say is the one who give me more motivation to start to speak or to know how can I express with people, or how can I communicate with people.
What was your approach to English language before you took it seriously?
Well, I think what pushed me, let's say, to start to teach, it's because I have a passion with this language.
Okay.
And as well, I would like to be an English teacher, but I don't know how can I do it. And I start to think or to find ways how can I do it. And I thought that, okay, let me do it at home. And I invited some people to start with me in that time, in this case. and it was difficulties, because my dream is to be any English teacher, but how can I do it? And I try to find the ways teaching people,
Okay.
so that they can make practice everything that I've been studied during the time. And in my community is difficulties, you see, to find people that knows how to speak English. And I try just say to invite people to stay at home with me and studying or practicing that language. This is the most relevant reason that take me to start, let's say, teaching in my community. Is what I push that give me the power. Like, okay, now I have to watch. I have to call people to stay with me, and after this, and make into practice everything that I've been studied. Because sometimes we start and we forgot. Suddenly we forgot. Because we do not have someone just say to practice the language.
Practice with, yeah.
Exactly. That's why this is the way that
You mentioned your cousin being the person who actually motivated you to start it, the one who encouraged you. He gave you that push. Is there any other person besides your cousin who also played a major role in encouraging you to continue studying or learning English?
Well, my cousin up to until now is an English teacher. Is translator.
He's a
Yes,
translator.
He started at Edward Moulin University. I mean to say Edward Moulin University.
Okay.
Yes. I think is the only person that give me that power.
Okay.
As well as I said on my first talk, I thought to give up because I thought that English language is difficulties.
You didn't get support from your mom, your dad?
Of course, my mom. Let's bring my mom on this tour.
Okay.
Yes. I used it to learn some books at home.
Okay.
And after this, I pick up some pack of juice, and I read it badly. And my mom said, "Man, she laughed." And I said, "Why are you laughing?" And she said, "Okay, I hope that you read badly. So why would you? Why you don't go to study with your cousin because he's the English teacher?"
Okay.
And I say, "Really?" And she said, "Yes, you can go there." And after this, I took decision to start. You see, because my mom support me.
Okay.
And when she saw that now I took it seriously, and she gave me power as well, like go forward and forward.
Wow, that's
however big it can be, you
That's
see, never
amazing.
surrender. Go forward because this is your dreams, and probably that language can push you. Okay, and yeah, my mom as well is one of the person that pushed me or that gave the motivate to go behind my dreams.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you've mentioned that after you began to learn, you wanted to do more. You felt like you could practice more, and as a result, you decided that you wanted to start teaching English, and you began by working around your community.
Yes.
We have a video of some of your students here in the studio, and we would like to play it right now for you.
Okay.
Can we play the?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I want to talk about how Harry better cooks, women or men. I think both can be great cooks. Traditional women cooks more at home, but nowadays many men amazing chef too. What really matters is the passion and the creative of someone. Was is no better gender. The best cook is the one who loves cooking.
Hi class, I will talk about foods that I can't live without because I like them a lot. They can also be the things I always wanna eat. But anyways, they are meal, ice cream, and the chocolates.
Hello teacher, today I'm going to talk about what's the food I don't live without it. The food I don't live without it is the ice cream because I like the taste and the smell and it's very delicious, and for in Mozambique is better because it's summer all the mouth, and yeah, the taste of ice cream I like more to eat is the chocolate ice cream and the cookie ice cream, and eat it. Goodbye.
Wow, that was impressive, very impressive. I mean, you said you started teaching, you decided to start teaching because you felt like you needed more practice. But this is more than just practicing. This is life-changing. If you can think, if you know what I'm saying. This is life-changing. You are changing people's lives. Tell us about that experience.
Well, this is the only, let's say, experience that I have in my first time with that language. So I think I try to give my best, and I never thought that I will just say reach that position today, because as well I said, it's difficulties, and some of the students sometimes have a favor, let's say, to speak, and I try to create that opportunity so that they can express themselves, and they give their best, during the process to learning English, you see, and I hope that I give my best, then giving opportunities to those students, the wonderful students that want to be a great English speaker in the future, because some of them, there's a different careers, they want to follow different careers, and they have a passion of this language, and well, I don't know, I don't have many words to say, just to say I'm really cheerful to show that things with my student.
Watching the video, I mean, you can clearly see that your students enjoy what they're doing. What are some of the other things that you do that motivates the students to enjoy your classes, your lessons?
Well, it's to never give up. The only word that I use it to say is never give up, and never surrender, and as well never retreat. I have a words that I use it to say before to start the lesson. I call to be focused on it or be attentive on it.
Okay.
That everybody can early achieve unexpected desires, as long as we have to believe on fight. However bitter it can be, we will never surrender. You see, because in front of us, God is looking to us, and at the end, everything will be magical. So I use it to encourage them to never give up.
So you always start your lessons with a motivational phrase.
Exactly.
To help the students understand and feel that this is important, and the reasons why they should always focus on their dreams and what they want to accomplish. Now, this is more than just, like I said, you practicing. This is giving back to the community, and that's exactly what you're doing. What are the things that pushed you to start this community service?
Well, what pushed another thing that just say push me? It's because I would like to, let's say, to be recognized by people, and I do believe that now most of people recognize me, recognize the job that I've been doing during those times, during that times in my community, and I feel it. You see, I can feel it now because I can see many Many people recognize my work as well. Recommended other people just to come across to me to start, and also I can say is one of the things that push me, and as well to put what I love more to do, because before I was a football player, but I stopped it all because I saw that now is the time to do what I love more. And I saw that the way that I can do is to start teaching people at home, even without, just for free, I can say just for free.
Okay.
For me, it's fine, but I will do my best so that they can see people of my community speaking English.
One of the things that is very common with beginners in English language learning is the tendency of becoming shy to speak, shy. Like, I mean, we were discussing off air. You told me that some of the students fail to do some activities because they don't want to make mistakes. That's what you said, because they feel shy. What are some of the methods that you found to be effective that helps the students, overcome this aspect?
Okay. One of the methods that I have to use it during my lesson is to motivate them, and teaching that all of us, we commit mistake.
Yes.
And we have to know that we're learning by mistake. And as well, I have been saying that English is not our official language.
Right,
Probably
correct.
it's the second language of third or fourth. I don't know, but we do not have a faith to commit mistake. We have to learn by mistake, because even Portuguese is our official language, but we commit mistake during the speech.
A lot.
So, who are you that can have a faith to just say to speak that language, or to practice that language? So the method that I have to use is, when I put the topic on the board or the whiteboard, and I teach during the time, and I ask them to make a sentence. Like, how can you make the sentence? How can I say it and that one? For example, I can put down the topic like asking for permission, for example, and I ask them, how can you ask, for example, to get into the classroom? How can you ask to go to the bathroom? How can you ask it to someone to to step aside? How can you ask a person, for example, to borrow you something or to lend you something? How can you ask someone to help you?
What I understand is you explore the topic by giving real life examples of situations.
Exactly. Is one of activities that I use it to do in my class, and it never failed.
Wow.
Every single day, Monday from Thursday, I use it to just say, support the topic, and after this explain it, and I ask my student, it's obliged. No one will left the classroom without make a sentence. You see? And
that's good.
they succeed to join the words. Okay, this is let's say personal pronouns. This is a verb, and this is the object. They try to do it. You see, and I guess that it work. You see, and they succeed to make sentence, or rather, just to make
I see. It's beginning to spill up on you.
Exactly.
It's coming.
Today, I succeed to learning new things, and I could put into practice.
Wow.
And the teacher said, it's fine. Okay, this is not, and this is the method that I use it to just say to give for my student, just to practice more their English.
That's very good.
Yes.
Let's get into our first segment, which is the etymology quest. Let's have in the intro. Welcome back, Osvaldo. We have this segment, which is the etymology quest. In etymology quest, we look back at some of the English words that were borrowed from other languages. There are plenty of them, but I'm just going to ask you for two of them. The first one is phobia. Phobia. Where do you think this word may have come from? It's not English originally, not English, okay, but it came from other languages.
Other language.
Yes, phobia.
Phobia. Okay, that word is not strange for me.
Yeah.
But I do
remember, phobia is associated with the fear of something.
Fear of something.
Homophobia.
Exactly.
Claustrophobia.
Okay.
Yes. Xenophobia. You know those
too.
things, yes.
Yes. I guess that come from German.
No, it's not German.
Not German. South Africa?
It's not. It's not South African. So you have one more guess.
Yes.
Last one, last kick, last chance.
India.
No, it's not India. It's a Greek word. Phobos, which, like I said, it means fear. It is also used in psychology a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. The next word is emoji. Emoji. You know emoji?
Yes,
yeah.
I know. Emoji.
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 We do send lots of emojis by texting, WhatsApp, and yes, social platforms.
Sometimes.
Where do you think the word originated from? Emoji.
French?
No, it's not French. Does that sound like French? Does it sound like French?
Because there is a word that is nearly the same.
It's
the
not,
way that
it's
you
not.
pronounce.
It's not French.
It's not French. Yes, tough. Emoji. Okay.
It's from Asia. Asia, the continent. It's Asia.
It's Asia.
Asia, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the continent's Asia. I'm just giving you a clue to tell me if you know the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asia.
Asia, that's the continent of Asia. Okay. We have Europe, Africa, America, but it's from Asia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Algeria?
No, it's not.
It's not. Morocco?
No, Morocco is in Africa.
It's in Africa.
Yeah. It's not. One last chance.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's difficult.
It's Japanese.
It's Japanese.
It's Japanese.
Great.
Yeah, emoji.
Hey.
Meaning pictures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that was the etymology quest. Welcome back. We are discussing, we are having a chat with Mr. Osvaldo MAZIVILA. He's an English teacher who works for the community. He's also a businessman, but apart from that, he's been into sports and he's a former football player. Tell us a little bit about that journey in football.
I used to play football since when I was a child, and football, it was my first passion. And I tried to play football in some clubs around my community, like just to be a professional football player. And I tried to do it such a long time, but I stopped early, or rather I give up early to play football. Because there is let's say, the reason why that I stopped to play football. But football is my passion, as I said, and even now I try to play football every Sunday, and with my friends, with my let's say colleague mate, and I try to deal with that football and also business. You talk about business,
Right.
business is something that I try to do because I try to do a business because I would like to get to get a better condition so that I can create in my classroom or in my school, in my community, because I start to work as a teacher in my community, yes, but with a bad condition. So I try to do a business so that they can get, let's say, to get a plate of money, just to create a condition
Just to provide for the people around you.
Exactly. So I do a business, but the business is about. Would you like to?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just feel free. Yeah.
Okay.
Go
That
ahead.
business is regarding to a farm.
Farm.
Yes, farm.
What's wrong with that? I mean, that's a very beautiful thing to embrace.
Yes, it's a firm, and a custom get in basic to get me in basic, and he sent his photo on WhatsApp, and my WhatsApp and WhatsApp number in this case, and after this I transform it into a farm. You see, and I sell it. You see. Like I go to catch the farm, you see, the farm. I mean, how can I call it? Other way around, it's yes. I try to find the word, but I guess you get the point.
No, now I'm getting a little bit confused. I thought maybe you would say farm, like agriculture. That's
not agriculture.
Okay.
Farm, we talk about the photography.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That you see, I use it to go to buy it without.
You're talking about the picture frame.
Exactly, picture frame.
Frame.
Yes, frame.
Okay.
Exactly. So I go to buy it, and my custom send me a photo with some details there. Sometimes they want to increase some information, and I try to write down there. And I use it to do it with my close friend in my community, and that's why I succeed to get some, let's say, money so that I can just say to develop my school. You see, so this is what I have to do, and fortunately, succeed to do it very well without any problem, without problem, because the day that I do my business I can say is a spare time, is a free time. And when I saw that today I will not teach you, and I tried to do that business, you see, and that business take 2 days to complete. So that's why I have that opportunities to do my business as well to deal with a school.
You are into that business that you already just talked about, but you're also teaching. And I understand that you're teaching it's more out of a passion. It probably doesn't pay that much. How do you balance those activities, trying to maintain and sustain your business while at the same time putting some time aside to cater for your students?
Well, good question, and I appreciate. Thank you so much for making me this question. And really talk. I love so much to teach, and as well you said, and I do not get more. I do not have more condition in that part of teaching.
Right.
That's why I prefer to look for another things to do, so that they can, let's say, to try to give try to give a better condition for my student.
Right.
Because the bad, I can say the bad moment that I have been faced during that process to teach him, it's precarious, you see.
Okay.
Because I do not have
the resources.
Exactly. I do not have just say the good whiteboard to teach, even a desk, school desk. So now I decided to start that business because I thought that probably it will help me to do what
To improve
more in my classroom in this case, because to teach for me is something that is I love more, but I do not gain anything. I gain more that I want.
Okay.
Back in the past, even
It's not something that actually puts something in your pocket. However, it is something that makes you feel good.
Exactly.
It makes you feel proud.
Exactly.
Knowing that you're doing something that you're doing, it derives from your heart.
Yes.
Something that you do with passion. Very good. Mr. Osvaldo, we have another segment that is going to follow now, which is From Blunder to Wonder. Welcome back from Blunder to Wonder. This is a segment that looks back in your learning journey, your experience. There are often times when we are learning a language, we tend to make some mistakes. Yes. But these are very, very the typical kind of mistakes that we make without realizing that we are making a mistake, because obviously we are in the process. We don't know we are making a mistake, but we make those mistakes. Sometimes it's within like pronunciation. Sometimes it's with us using certain words in a wrong context. Has it ever happened to you that you used a word that was incorrect, but you didn't know that it was incorrect? Or maybe you used to mispronounce some words in English, and today you probably overcame those situations.
Yes, indeed.
Do you have a story to tell? Yeah?
Yeah, indeed. I have got something to say about it. And there are many words that I use it to pronounce badly. Okay. You know, and during the process, I succeed to see that, or rather, I try to look at the better way that I can overcome this situation. And I saw that it is just only reading more books, and listen to other people talking. And I have got many words. One of them is, let's say, jeopardize. Okay. You see? Jeopardize are the words that it was difficult to pronounce. And as well, other words that I use it to pronounce badly is it's betrayal.
Betray.
Yes,
okay.
Betrayal.
What did you used to say?
Even myself. Okay. They said harm myself. You know, what is harm myself? And I said no.
Oh, you used to say harm myself instead of saying myself.
Myself.
Oh my goodness. Where did you get that from?
Yeah, it was strange. When even the way that I wrote down the way to write something, it was difficulty. You see. And now when I saw it, I said, oh, man, now everything is changed. It is interesting for me. Because make me proud as well, because I succeed to overcome.
I mean, it's one of those things that makes us think back, remember the past with a lot of good memories. That's it. I mean, it's part of the process. When we are learning something, we are bound to make making mistakes. And it's through those mistakes that we tend to grow, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it? It is.
That's good. Well, thank you. So that was From Blunder to Wonder, a segment that looks back at some of those blunders that we've made in the past. However, if you've also been into that kind of situation, don't feel discouraged, because guess what? It's just part of the process. Without mistakes, there's no way of judging your progress. Well, moving one step closer to the end of our discussion, we have Mr. Osvaldo here in the studio having a great moment talking about his life experience, especially his adventure into the English world. Tell us, what changes have you noticed? What changes have you actually observed from the moment before you knew how to speak English to now that you are an English speaker? What benefits or what changes have you come across?
Well, what changed me? I think the big change that I've been seeing, it's because people actually recognize me and they respect me too. And I said many thanks for that, people, and thank you so much to support me in those period of time that I've been teaching people. What I saw, it's because actually as well I succeed to do whatever I want. You see, for example, let's say if I can say English now give me open the doors. Most of people actually want to just say to work with me. They want to just say to join with. I mean, just to give opportunities to do something with them. Because as well as I said, I do not have that. In the past, I didn't have, let's say, condition to do something. But now I saw that many things change, and they respect me, and they highly recommend me. That's
okay.
You see, and I can say it's about it.
Maybe to bridge that into my next question is, why do you think Mozambicans youth need English?
A big question. Mozambican young, I think they need English, yes, because English open doors.
Okay.
Really talk English open doors, and if you have got the good skills, I guess you can go forward. And English is something that really open the doors. And we have to be focused on it, because we need, I guess, no matter if you are a great English speaker, but we have to go to start with, to found that opportunities to start this language, because one day of that you don't know where you will be, you see. And I've been, you see, I have a friends that now lives in, just say, American, because we used it to go in that time. We used it to go in American Central school in this case, I think. But now he lives in live in America.
Okay.
Because he was one of the best student among us. You see, and now he lives there in South Africa. To say in
America, in the US.
So it is one of opportunities,
okay.
And we need. I guess young people need to know about that beautiful language.
What advice would you give to those who might think or who might say that I think it's too late for me to try and learn English? I think I'm too old for this. What advice would you give them?
Well,
is there a time limit for someone to learn something?
No, I guess no. I guess no. There is no limit, and what you have to know is to learn English is about process, and it takes times, and it can take time to learn. To know how to go deep with that language, and the advice that I have to give them is not too late.
Okay.
We have to go behind that language because everything is possible. People have a faith because they said it is difficulties. some of them, they give up. And when you go to know which is the reason why that take you to give up, they will not explain you about it. Why? Because people want something that is something quickly. Like they want to see the result now. But when you want to learn English, you have to remember that it's going to take process. But if you have a dream to know how to speak, we have to go until the end.
You told us about your tips in terms of teaching methods that you found to be more effective with your students. But right now, I want to put you in the perspective of a learner yourself, not as a teacher. What 3 methods or maybe techniques would you recommend, or would you advise someone who is learning English? What skills or what techniques have you found to be effective that helped you learn?
The first technique that I use is to highly recommend them to read books, read more.
Read books.
In this case, read books.
I keep asking, because I've heard lots of my guests on the show saying the same thing. Yes. One of my questions is, how do you read when you don't know how to read?
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's easier for you to read Portuguese because you speak Portuguese, you've learned Portuguese, you know Portuguese.
Yes.
However, for a foreign language, sometimes it's hard for you to read. How do you even know if you're reading the right way?
Yes, good point.
But it's valid. It's valid. Your idea that they need to read.
Yes,
I'm not discrediting it.
Yeah, no, the question is fine. But what I recommend and I recommend is to read books, and after this, it's to review the lesson.
Okay.
You see, you have to review the lesson because I guess that everything that we need to know about English is into our book.
Okay.
I mean, exercise book. So I recommend my student to to review the lesson, to summarize the lesson. You know, studying at home.
Where can they find these reading things that you said? It's either books or articles. Where will they find? Because you just mentioned that they need to read.
Yes.
Where to get the books? That's probably one of the questions.
I have got books. I send them on our social media.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about your students. I'm talking about the students watching at home, the public in general.
Okay.
Yeah, where can they find books to read?
Where they can find books to read.
Yes.
There is a lot of ways that you can use. Actually, you can find. There is a lot of books, such as essential books. There's the one that I highly recommend for beginners. And
where?
Yes.
Where to find them?
It's a secret, you know.
Okay.
It's my secret. But they're going to go to check it on Google.
On the internet.
Yeah, on the internet.
Okay.
In this case, they're going to go there just to make the download there. And
English for beginners, essential English.
Essential English.
English for starters.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fine, and also help more students because, and you said it's difficulties as well to know that now that word I pronounce let's say correctly or no, but you have to do it every single day. Like I have to practice more. You have to train it every single day. Is one of the techniques that I use to give my student, because sometimes they don't know how to pronounce. Sometimes other students stay quiet, like no, because they vote to commit mistake. They have like I will zip up my mouth, you know, because I don't know that the way that I will speak is correct or no. So we have to read books more, and also to review the lesson, and after that to listen other people talking. Even me, I use it to listen you know, because I appreciate the way that you speak.
Wow, thank you.
The way that you, let's say you you pronounce the word.
Okay.
You see.
Thanks for the compliment.
This is the things that make me just say interesting about the language. Showing other people speaking. You know, the way that you treat the word. You see.
That's very good. Well, let's have our final segment, which is the 5 favs. Let's have the intro. Well, welcome back, Mr. Osvaldo. We are running very, very, very close to the end of our conversation, but we still have this final segment, which is the 5 favs. These are your 5 English-related things that I'm going to ask you, and the first one being, what is your favorite English word? One word.
Jeopardize.
Jeopardize.
Yes.
Jeopardize. Why is it so special?
Sorry, it's so special because I like the sound.
Oh, you like how it's pronounced, how it sounds.
Yeah, the sounds as well. Jeopardize make me just say to remember a lot of things, you know.
Okay.
And a lot of things. I can say it's behind the process that is starts learning English, because some of them they jeopardize me like it's not possible, man, to speak. You see?
All right.
Yeah, their job, let's say, make me fail.
Okay. The next point of your favorite is I want to know, what is your favorite English idiom?
The favorite English items is no pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain.
Yes.
Why is that so important for you? And what does that mean, basically? Tell us. No pain, no gain.
No pain, no gain for me, it means that you don't need to give up early.
Okay.
You have to go until the end.
You have to sweat.
Exactly.
You have to sacrifice.
Exactly. You have to sacrifice. You know, however things can be hard, never give up. That is the word that I appreciate more. Never give up.
Never give up.
We have to go until the end, because everything at the end will be magical.
Wow.
You know, most of people, let's say, give up soon. The word says, man, everyone that wants to achieve on your speculative desire, really do not give up early. You see?
Okay.
Never surrender, never retreat, and never disdain.
No pain, no gain.
No gain.
What is your favorite English song, if you have one?
Yes, I have one. It's Chris Brown.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown.
That's it.
Yeah.
I like Chris Brown too. I like him.
You.
Next one, what is your favorite English book or maybe author?
Well, English book, it's essential English.
Oh, so you like the grammar English book,
yes,
or the
essential.
language course English book essential.
Exactly.
So that's your favorite.
Mr. Ezzy, it's Mr. Presley.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last one, what is your favorite English accent?
Yes, the favorite. I guess there is a lot of them, and now I cannot remember.
But
all
which
the
accent
ones.
do you think it's your favorite one?
The accent, the favorite one. Now,
Which accent do you speak? Do you think you speak? Do you speak in British accent or English accent? I mean, the American accent, or the Canadian, Australian? Which accent do you think you speak?
well, I think it's a bridge.
You think you speak British accent?
I think it's a bridge. Yes, I think it's a bridge.
Let me tell you one thing that Mr. Polinario told me last time I had him on the show.
Okay.
He said his favorite accent is the accent that he has.
Okay.
Yeah, whichever accent you have, that's your best. That's what he said, and I found that very interesting.
Okay. Well, I think it's the way that I treat the word.
Okay.
And the technique. Sometimes I get confused during my speech, but the only accent that I have probably it's the way that I treat the words and the time, and even I can say sometimes people say that I speak fast.
Okay.
You know, I think this is the accent that make me different than other people. You see,
that's very good. Yeah. That's very good. Well, thank you. So that was the five favorite things, English-related things by Mr. Osvaldo MAZIVILA. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Osvaldo. It was a pleasure to have you on the show, and just let you know that you can always come back.
Yes.
When you have more special information or things to share with our viewers at home. Maybe someday you could come with your students to come and join us on the show. Now, any final considerations and final messages, maybe to, was that Delcia, Anna, and Diana, right?
Yes.
And of course, the rest of your students and anybody watching at home. What is your final message?
Well, before...
you can look at the camera.
Before later than never, better later than never, I would like to say many thanks for the opportunities to be here. This is a wonderful place, and thank you so much the way that you treat me, that you receive me, and many thanks to give that opportunities, let's say, to share my, let's say, my background, everything that I've been learning with those time. Well, my message for my student or for all people is, yes, go forward. This is my favorite word. Go forward and forward, and never give up. And God is in front of us, and all the time looking to us to support and to give what we want. And yes, I think it's all.
Well, well stated. God is with us. He's watching us every step of the way. Thank you very much, Mr. Osvaldo. Yeah, thank you once again for coming onto the show. Well, thank you. So that was the end of our show today. Another exciting moment of Chat Desk Unplugged, unplugging real stories with real people. And of course, if you are a parent, student, policymaker, just remember that education is a collaborative effort. Your actions and words count. Together, we can transform the way how education is conducted in Mozambique. Well, if you've enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe for more future Chat Desk Unplugged with me, Tim Alfredo, right here on Mindcast TV. Stay safe and stay tuned. Ciao, ciao.